Hi everyone, Life DIY Josie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Dollar Tree hack and it's a multi-purpose wall organizer. For this DIY you will need one cooling rack. You can get this at Dollar Tree. I have a stash of supplies and one of them is this smaller size. They come out now as bigger size, almost double the size of this one. And when I purchased this, everything was still Dollar Tree, and they came two in a pack. But now you can buy one in a pack, but bigger than this. This can be done in the bigger style as well. And then you will need three of these skinny baskets. Often you'll see them three in a pack for $1.25 these days, but sometimes they have those specials where you can get four or even five in a pack. So I'm gonna use this in reverse or upside down because you could see that there are feet here, and I'm gonna try to take advantage of those. So what I'm gonna do is a 3-shelf organizer where the steady one or fixed one will be in the middle, and then the 2 shelves will be removable using this feet you can utilize as sort of a hook. So for the first one, I am just going to align it to where the 2 feet are. Because this is plastic, it can easily be adjusted as needed. So you can use it like that, kind of loosely, but it will hold, right? Now, if you wanted to make it permanent, for more or additional stability or security, you can bend the feet. You can make it more stable if you want to put something heavier. But I will not do that because I'm going to put something light here for my craft room. And then for the top one, I will do the same thing. So what I'm gonna do here is you will see the second slot and try to align that. So this is the second slot here, and this is the second slot here as well. So just kind of force it, not too much. Of course, it will adjust to it. You can force it a little bit and it will sit there. So you already have the 2 shelves. So you can see this already as 2 shelves, right? Or you have 2 shelves that are removable. And it's pretty stable, especially again, I will use it for something light. And then on the middle one, I can use this portion here where I can tie up crisscross the zip ties. If you've been following me here in my channel, you know that I use zip ties a lot and to connect them to the wire, because the tendency is if you will just tie the zip tie here, then tendency is it may slide down. But if you will tie it like crisscross, take advantage of this part here, the middle divider, then the tendency of it sliding down will be very, very minimal. Again, depending on the amount or the weight you're going to put in. So I'm just going to be using my small or tiny zip ties. I got this also at Dollar Tree, but you can get zip ties where they carry them. I'm going to tie up this one here at the middle and show you what I meant when I said crisscross it. So you have to align this first. Make sure that it's also leveled and aligned. And then you will use your zip tie to tie it. My choice of color of zip ties is black. I'll use a different color. I'll use red so that you can see it better because my backdrop is already black. And for our friends who have difficulty seeing things, like those who are vision impaired, I think they will see better using a contrasting color. So I'm just going to be tying this in this corner here. I'll insert it from the first slot. See here? I'll insert it from the first slot to capture this solid part here to intersect. And I have to make sure that it still aligns. And then I will connect it in a diagonal way, crisscross pattern, because it's not really straight. See here? And then I'll go ahead and capture that one. But I have to make sure also that I am really aligned and this one is not too over. And then I'm going to tie it up loosely first before I make my final cut. I'll tie it not too tight, but enough for me to also line it up. Because I want to make sure it's centered when I finish this off. Because once I tighten it, it's not going to be as easy to move. So here it's going to go on the second slot. And I'm just putting it also so that it will align to this other one here. And then I am going to, there, see? So I'm still capturing it. If you can peek through it, I'm still capturing it in a diagonal way so that again, it will not slide down. And then before I lock it, I have to make sure it's centered like that, see? And then I'll do this a little upside down so that you will see what I'm doing better. And then now I can tighten it and then tighten it here as well, this other one. Okay, see? And you're pretty much not able to move it up or move it down because it's locked in place. I'm gonna add one more here just to ensure that I have really a very stable connection in diagonal or crisscross pattern. So I'll put it under and then I'll put it over like so, and then zip it. See? So it's not gonna move up or down. It may slide a little bit, but it's not gonna be straight, that it'll just slide up or slide down. Okay? And I only use a sharp scissor, pair of scissors, to cut the excess. Make sure it's tight, especially the edges. The middle, it's not too critical, but make sure that everything is tight. Okay, so I have an adhesive hook here, and they also sell adhesive hooks at Dollar Tree. So let me just show you first this with the middle shelf. Okay, so this is my adhesive hook. I would like to advise to use two, one on each end so that it will be more balanced. But since I only have one here and this is just for demonstration purposes, it's a little bit slanted. I do have this double adhesive tape, so I'm gonna put it here in the middle so that in the same section where there is that middle portion there, just to make it a little bit straight. And my suggestion is again to use two adhesive hooks. But you can use this technique also. See, that's already straight. This is where I put it. You can hardly see it because it's transparent, but it's there, see? And it's holding it in place. I'm gonna set up as a ribbon dispenser here. I'm transferring my ribbons from the white one because I want to color coordinate. I'm putting it in the blue one. So I have a hole here, and I am just gonna push this dowel rod. And they sell at Dollar Tree also these dowel rods, but it's cheaper when you get them at Walmart. They sell them in 12-inch long like this one. And we'll push this through here. I'm just threading it through, okay? And you can pretty much look at it, and then you can go straight. Just go straight all the way to the end. Then that's it. That's where the other end is. Okay. And now I'm going to see if threading it to where it's the best aligned. So this one is aligned here. Going under is better. Threading it downwards is better than from the top, because the chances are when I thread it from the top, it goes over onto the side and it's not aligned, and it's harder to control, in other words. But this one is better. So I'll just go ahead and push through the hole. So I'm going to be hanging it here as a detachable shelf. It can hang on its own. Push this from this slot here, the open slot, to align it here, and then the other open slot here. It's the second on each side, the second slot here, and then from the end here, the second from the left and the right. So just push it from the bottom, you push it out. Okay, I think I got it. There we go. So there is it. Okay. So again, because this spool is light, it'll hold it. So it is detachable. So this is how it is. Let me just pull from one spool. Of course, you don't want to yank it without grace, right? Be graceful, be gentle, so that it doesn't come out like, but of course, if you want that, you want to be rough on it, aggressive, then don't make it detachable. You can just tie it with zip ties, or like I said earlier, you can use a plier to just bend it. So bend this one towards here, and then bend this one towards to the left, this one to the right, and then it'll secure it in place. Maybe add a couple more zip ties in between, and that will hold that in place. But I like the idea of always having something detachable. And you may wonder, why would you put something detachable? Well, sometimes I don't want to bring everything where I'm going. I may want to pack this up in my craft suitcase or box, and I will go somewhere. Or in any other place of the house, if I'm just wrapping gifts or making a card, I don't want to bring the whole thing. So I'm just going to bring one shelf, and I can just remove this and then bring it somewhere and then put it back again. Now for this other shelf or basket, you will see that I have an assortment of washi tapes. And again, I want it to be detachable because sometimes I want to do my planning for the day. I don't have to bring everything. Sometimes I can just pick, oh, I want to use this, I want to use that, you know. But if I have multiple projects, I would like to bring the basket with me. And again, if I'm going somewhere, like if I go to a craft club where I meet up with people, then I can bring this and pack this up in my craft bag or suitcase. So I can put this here again and do the same thing, align it to the second slot, and the other one is also the second slot, and voila. Align it like that. Here it is. And of course, for the middle one, you can use it for, let's say, craft paint and many more. I'm putting some glue sticks, and you can put spools of threads, any other items you want to use there. You can also put nail polishes, but may I suggest they're heavier than my items here. So please use zip ties in a crisscross pattern. And unfortunately, you cannot have them detachable. And there's an issue here on the top. I just want to be more transparent with you. The issue there is because the top portion, this hook is pushing the basket out. The bottom of it, because it's too bulky, it's pushing it out, but it does work. So I'd like to suggest using two hooks, one on each side. Use a hook that would align, and then that's where you insert your basket also. Use the hook as your connection also for your basket. Okay, so that's it. And the total cost of this project, if it's 3 for $1.25 for the baskets, and then $1.25 for the wire rack, so it's only $2.50. I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please share to anyone who may be able to make use of this. Have a nice day, and God bless. See you again next time. Bye.